All right, Shalom. All right, once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. All right. All right, this is going to be another lesson. All right, this is, I don't know, just like generally speaking, or, just for the, not only for the sake of expedience, all right, but, as far as, or, as you should know, or, for those of us in the know, we're approaching, closer and closer, or, to the return of Yahweh Shemi Shai, or the destruction of Babylon the Great, America, or, and, all these, major prophecies and things like that, or, and thing, just thing I wanted, to touch on, or, Satan, he's turning up the heat as well, or, even with, or, like the little things, or, there's always, as far as, like, making it to camp and all that, or, it's like things, popping off, sometimes you might have, it's like, family members or something like that, I really need you to do this on, Saturday or Sunday or whenever you go out, or, that's, or, Satan, or, he's, trying to prevent you from, or, doing the works, or, but, at the same time, the thing is, or, that's one of the, costs you have to count, or, as far as, or your affairs in the world, or, that might, prevent you from, doing the works, or, on the highways and byways, whether you, like, so there was this one guy, like, he could, like, and the thing is, or, even, just like with my spirit, or, that, that, any type of, nice guy type of shit, is, is swiftly, burning to a crisp. All right, so, and the thing, is just, it's like, nationwide, or, as far as, GMS, or, it's like a tightening up. All right, but, just like back to the subject, there was, it's like one guy, he could, like, it's a couple of years ago, he's not in the camp anymore, or, he basically, or, ghosted us, or, it was a fallout, all right, but, or, one of the things that was, hindering him, or, always, trying to find, a babysitter, for your kids and all that. Like, if you're on the other side and, you got kids, you got to take care of them, or, you need to count the cost before you cross over, or, or, since you already, damn well that that's, an issue that can, come up from time to time. All right, and, or if you have, or, just like, strict parents, or, which, it is a beautiful thing, in these days, or, that you still have, so-called, old, from the old school, all right, or, they're doing it out of love and everything, but as far as, these people, when you're in the spirit, about, like, these people, if they're not in the truth, they still have that, those demons on them, all right, or, thinking, like, if you know that, or, especially, if you're like, if you're still, underage and things like that, or, your parents, don't let you go here or go there, or, they want to know where you're at, who you're hanging out with, and, they need their approval, all right, and, you might think that, they don't approve of, or, the people that you're, linking up with, on a regular basis and things like that, or, that's something you have to take into account, like, prior, all right, to crossing over, wanting to cross over, wanting to be in a camp, all right, or, you have to count the cost as far as, or, suck it, let me get that, a couple series of other, Slovakia. all right, because and the thing is, part of counting the cost, or as far as the office and the profit, all right, because if you're in the office of a prophet, all right, you're held to a or higher standard. I remember that 144,000. Or the apostles, a couple of years they always say, they're like the cream of the crop. Or just like in the military, you got the regular army, but then you got what are they, like the Green Berets? All right, you got the regular Navy. All right, but then you got the Navy SEALs. All right, in the Navy SEALs, or while they're the regular personnel in the Navy, or maybe they got they get a night out on the town, or whenever the ship, or sets out, they're the ones they have the free time to get drunk, or maybe I don't know, fuck some strippers, start coke or whatever the fuck those bug outs in the military do. All right, but but if you're a Navy SEAL, all right, maybe you have to stay on the ship. Maybe you have to stay guard. Maybe there's a special scuba diving mission you got to go to or some shit. All right, but on a more serious note, we're held to a higher standard, and all right, so we're going to be in St. Luke chapter 14. All right, St. Luke. Let's start at 26. All right, 14 and 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. All right, now, of course, the Bible says, love thy mother and father. All right, but also, when it says, hate, or, this is in the context of, Yahushua is trying to say, all the things, in the world, that were your first priority, all right, need to go on the back burner. All right, it's the truth first, then everything else. Or, can't get in your way. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. All right? Of course, you need to repent. Or, of course, if you're not a prophet, there's still, of course, you need to be of a higher standard than the 2/3. Or, all the things, like the prophets and the scriptures tell you to do and what not to do. Or, that still applies to you, but, or, if you're in the office of a prophet, or, there's, you have reached the point of no return. Or, we're going to get that as well. Or, all right, verse 28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, lest haply, after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build, and was not able to finish. Or what king, going to make war against another king, sitteth not down first, and counteth, and consulteth, whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that come against him with 20,000. Or, see the shit. Or, that's one of the things, or, because, in this truth, or, the enemy of your enemy is still your enemy. All right, which meaning, from, fucking, all angles. Or, you're going to catch hell, you're going to catch, tribulation, whether it be, it could come, in the form of, your family, or, old friends in the world, or, that still want you to be on the same bullshit you were before you repented. Or, and then after that, the scoffers at camp, or, people that want to, convince you to trying to, are you basically, you're at, that's that spiritual war, or, you gotta, as far as, the office of a prophet, you gotta, like, is this something, or, because, or, after the fact, whatever type of shit, comes up, or you just got to say fuck it. I'm gonna do this work instead of doing that. Or it's all this it's like going out of town, jobs and things. Or and as far as an example, there's certain as far as it's like the camp in Chicago. Like if you notice, one of the Akim, he goes from state to state, but he's going from state to state, doing the work and linking up with Akim. All right, so some way somehow, he's still fulfilling his obligations to Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right, but if it's for it's like some other reason and all that, or it gets to a point where it's hindering you, from doing what you swore to Yahweh Shemi Shai, as far as or just the thing, the general standard is as far as like the camp, or at least once a week, or and then the lessons and the shows, or and things like that, you know nothing can get in your way, all right, because there's gonna be it's gonna be we have grace, but at the same time there's no excuse for certain things. All right, I remember just me personally, or I hadn't been out of state for 12 years, and things like that. I wasn't in the truth for a couple of years, but ever since I've been in the truth and started and put my hand on the plow, or I was of the mindset and mentality, I don't have any business, just like going to another state, or going on, it's like vacations and shit, or most people talking about what country you want to travel to, shit, or Yasharala during the kingdom, all right, or things like that, you have no business, technically you have no business, doing any of those things, I'm not saying don't take time, don't take time out, things like that, and as far as like leisure and things like that. All right, but we got to stay posted up. We got to stay at our post. All right, because I've had I've quit job. This is one good job I had to quit. All right, because I was either missing camp, or like being late to camp, where there was only 1 hour left and shit. 1 hour left, 45 minutes left, 15 minutes left and shit. All right, that's not acceptable. So I had to, or all right, and then or one time I had to, it's like a couple months ago, I had to go out of town, and everything was like, all right, I'm gonna dip out of whatever the business I had to take care of. I want to get back to my post as soon as possible. All right, that's the type of mentality you need to have.